today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a crocheted bohemian plant hanger. I'm going to be using various different scrap yarns and cotton. I think that cotton is the best type of yarn for this project because it is durable and strong. I'm also going to be using a 5.5mm crochet hook and a pair of scissors. To begin, I will create a slip knot. Chain up 4, slip stitch into the first chain, pull through, and it creates a circle. You will chain up 3, insert 2 double crochets into the center of the ring, chain 2, insert 3 more double crochets into the center of the ring, chain 2, insert 3 more double crochets into the center of the ring, chain 2, and insert 3 more double crochets into the center of the ring, and chain 2 more. Then you will slip stitch into that third chain from the beginning, 1, 2, and then that third one, slip stitch to close, essentially you're just making a granny square. You will attach a new color into one of these spaces. You will pull through to get it started, chain up 3. That's going to count as your first double crochet. You will insert 2 more into the space there, chain 2, insert 3 double crochets into the same space, chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches and insert 1 double crochet into the next space, insert 2 more double crochets into the same space there, chain 2, and insert 3 more double crochets, chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches and insert 3 double crochets into the next corner, chain 2, insert 3 more double crochets into the next corner, chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and then you will repeat that one more time. Insert 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets into the same space. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches and slip stitch into the third chain to close the round. Then you will pull through to tie off. Second round is done. Insert your hook into another corner and attach a new piece of yarn. Once you have attached a new piece of yarn, you will pull through to get started and chain up 3. Insert 2 more double crochets into the same corner. Chain 2. Insert 3 more double crochets into the same corner. Chain 1. Skip the next 3 stitches, and into the next space you will insert 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and insert 3 double crochets into the center of the corner there. Chain 2, insert 3 more double crochets. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and insert 3 double crochets into the next space. You will repeat that all the way around, and then you will slip stitch to close in the 3rd chain from the beginning. You will repeat this process one more round. It's in the same fashion. It's just a simple granny square. So I will just add one more to have a total of 6, and then I will meet you back. Once you have one granny square done with 6 rounds, you will create another one. I did colors kind of in the same color scheme. So now what you will do, you will decide which sides are the right sides. And then you will place right sides on top of each other, like so. Now for this granny square, I didn't tie off, so I still have a piece of yarn, but if you don't, then I would attach a piece of yarn at the corner here. But since mine is already attached, I will just continue with it. And I'm at the corner of this one, so I will just slip stitch into the corner of this one. Okay. Now I will just slip stitch together these 2 pieces all the way down the edge here, or you can sew it up, whichever method you like to do. So I'll insert my hook and I will match up all of these stitches. And then I'll just slip stitch all the way down. Until you reach this corner here. I've slip stitched all the way to the corner here. And now you will just slip stitch on one more side. So slip stitch together all the way until you get over here. So you will slip stitch up through this side, across here, and then also up this side along the edge, and you will stop right here and you will tie off. So only 3 of the sides will be attached, and then up here will be an opening. Okay, so I ran out of the green to slip stitch all the way, you know, working with scraps, but I attached a new piece of yarn at the corner here and I slip stitched all the way up to the last corner. So now all 3 are slip stitched, and then we have a pocket of sorts. So without attaching off, I'm just going to leave it there so I can work with it in the next round. So we will turn our work inside out. And if your yarn isn't still attached, I would attach up here at the corner. Okay. So right now you should probably test out and see if it fits your mason jar. This one's kind of dusty, but this is an 800 milliliter mason jar. And you will just plop it in there to see if it fits, and it does. All right, for the next round, it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but we will chain up 3. And then you're going to be working into the back and the front, so make sure it's like even. And then we will insert 2 double crochets, see how it's going through the back as well, into the corner there. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and then see how we're going to be working into the front and back. Make sure it's folded perfectly. Insert 3 more double crochets into that space. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and insert 3 more double crochets into the next space. Chain 1, and again you'll skip the next 3 stitches, and then insert 3 double crochets into the space. We'll do that one more time by chaining 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and then into the next space you will double crochet 3. And it might feel a little bit weird because you're double crocheting over such a thick part, but you'll get used to it. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and then in that corner you will form a corner by inserting 3 double crochets into that same space. Chain 2, double crochet 3 more into that corner. You will repeat that process again by chaining 1, skip the next 3 stitches, make sure it's evenly lined up, and work into that space by chaining 3, or double crocheting 3 times. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, insert 3 double crochets into the next stitch, chain 1, and you will repeat that until you get to the corner here. Alright, so I'm at the corner again, so I will chain 1 and form another corner. I'll insert my hook into that space and insert 3 double crochets. Chain 2. Create 3 more double crochets into that same space. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and in that next space you will insert 3 double crochets. You will repeat this process till you get to the end of the row here. Okay, so we are back at the top at this corner here. So I did my 3 double crochets already. Chain 2. And then I will flip up the top and then work into the back here by double crocheting 3 into the back corner space. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and then insert 3 double crochets into the next space. Chain up 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and then insert 3 double crochets into the next space. You will repeat that until you get to the corner here. So we were at the corner, I chained 1, and then I will insert 3 double crochets, just working into the back space only. Chain 2, slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the beginning. So that's what your piece should be looking like right now. So you will just repeat that process for another round. You're basically just creating another granny square, like a larger granny square, so just add 1 more row. Okay, so I created 1 more round. So now I'm at like where I want the width to be, so now I'm just going to work up the top and the bottom. So I'm going to attach a new color here at the corner. Once you have attached your new piece of yarn at the corner there, this is the top, there's the pocket there. So you'll pull through and chain up 3. Insert 2 double crochets into that corner. Chain 1. Skip the next 3 stitches and insert 3 double crochets into the next space. Again, we're just doing the same pattern or the same stitch. So you will do that all the way across till you get to the other corner. So I attached my new piece of yarn there in that 3rd chain. I will pull through to get started, and I will chain up 4. Skip the next 2 stitches, insert 3 double crochets into the next space. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, insert 3 double crochets into the next space. And you will continue with that process till you get to this space over here. I inserted 3 double crochets into the last space there. Chain 1, skip the next 2 stitches and double crochet into the last chain there, or that's in that last stitch. And that's the 2nd row. I'm going to tie off again. For the next round, I will insert a new piece of yarn at this corner here, or at this space. Once you have your yarn attached, you will pull through to get started and chain up 3. This will count as your first double crochet. Insert 2 more double crochets into that space. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, and insert 3 double crochets into the next space, all the way across the row here. So you will continue that process for however long you want the top to be. I'm going to stop at this round because I think I like the length at the top there. I will create 1 more row. So I will attach my piece of yarn, my new piece of color here, to the corner up here. So now that you have your new color attached to the corner there, you will pull through to get it started. You're going to chain up 8. And you are going to skip the next 2 stitches. You're going to skip that chain and skip that 1 stitch, and then in the middle of this one right here, you will single crochet. This forms a little loop there. You will single crochet in each stitch and space across the row here. Okay, so we single crocheted all the way until the second to the last cluster here. We will single crochet into that 1 stitch in the chain 3 of clusters, or double crochets. And we'll do it one more time. We'll stop in the middle of this one, chain up 8, and single crochet into the last stitch here. By adding this, you can hang it up on the wall. You can even add one in the middle if you want it to like stabilize even more. So I will tie off here and I'm done with the top. So I flipped it over to the bottom here. And I'm just going to add a little detail to kind of make it go to a point. So just figure out which one's the middle. So that one is the middle. So I will attach my yarn at the corner here. Pull through to get it started, chain up 3, insert 2 more double crochets into the corner there, chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, insert 3 double crochets into the next space, I chained 1, skip the next 3 stitches, insert 3 double crochets into the next space, so again that middle one is coming up here, so it's in that one. We will chain 1, insert 3 double crochets into the next space, so here's the middle. Once you have reached the middle, you will chain up 5, and insert 3 more double crochets into the next space, chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches and insert 3 double crochets into the next space. Repeat that into the end of this corner here. Pull through and tie off. Alright, so it creates a little dip here. And I will attach a tassel right here just to kind of add some interest. So I'm just going to create a tassel, or you can even just keep this edge straight and then add some fringe detail. I'm just going to take some scrap yarns and make a tassel, attach right there, and then sew in my ends, and then your piece is finished.